Welcome back to another episode of Beauty Aside. My name is Jentri and I help women over 40 restore their skin. Today we're going to be talking about your favorite subject, which is the eye area. And my friend, for good reason, because as we age, we have this delicate thin tissue that we see the signs of aging show up the quickest, okay? But there are things that you can do to slow down, especially the signs of premature aging, right? Because we're all going to age, let's face it. We cannot deny or really reverse the hands of time, but what we can do when we say age gracefully, sometimes that phrasing sort of gets a little muddied. Like, what is that supposed to mean? How am I supposed to age gracefully? I can only age as I am. And the way that I interpret that is a little bit different. It just means that we are caring about the health of our skin a little bit more. We're being a little bit more proactive so that we see the signs of aging slower and we don't advance the signs of premature aging that we don't want. So however you like to interpret the term, today it is about the eye area and how to keep us fresh and youthful looking, especially around this area, for as long as possible. What makes these tips so great is that they're actually free. 99.9 of the tips I'm going to give you today are 100% free. And if I do recommend something that does cost money, I'll definitely give you an alternative so that you don't feel like you have to go run out and spend money that you may not have. There is a lot of misinformation around the skin breathing. We've all heard this time and time again. My skin needs to breathe, so I need to remove my makeup. Now, I will never argue about you removing your makeup at the end of the night because let me tell you, if you don't remove it, you're only going to increase the risk of stretching out your pores. Even though pores are largely genetic, there are things we can do within our lifestyle, like not removing makeup, that can actually make the pore size worse. So I definitely want you to remove the makeup, but not for the reason of allowing your skin to breathe. Your skin gets oxygen through blood. So the first tip is movement, because without movement, our body is unable to really increase that blood flow that we need. What I would recommend to you if you're struggling to just start with movement is to set a goal that's hyper achievable. I'm talking about like, I'm gonna go and walk one little lap around whatever it is you got outside. And then the likelihood of it is that you're probably going to move a little bit more than that, but at least you've set that goal and then you can build upon it and build up your confidence, and you will be releasing all of those good feelings whenever you're walking, and it's probably going to improve mental health as well. This is not medical advice, but for me, I know there's been periods where I really suffered with depression. Movement has completely healed me. In fact, I consider walking my therapy. So the fact that it's helping with things like dark circles is definitely a bonus. Now, if you prefer to start off a little bit slower, you can do stretches, you can do yoga movements. One of the first videos that I ever made on TikTok was me, hanging upside down. I don't want anyone to hurt themselves in some type of fashion to where you can really just get the blood flowing up to your head. And, that in itself can just be a good start. We're just trying to increase the blood flow. Now, I've got something behind me over here on the floor, and this is something that I'm totally obsessed with. Real quick, if you like this type of information, make sure and like and subscribe to my channel and set that notification bell. And, well, just take a look for yourself. I have so much fun. I don't even care. It's like, I feel like I'm a kid again. And that is rebounding. I think the first rebounder I got was like $40, and then I went up to $50. And then this last time I really saved and splurged on a $100 rebounder. $100 to improve your health really is nominal when it comes to comparing it to other things like a gym membership, right? So in the grand scheme of things, $100, if you're really going to use it to increase the blood flow and the circulation, it has a myriad of other benefits that you can look into it for yourself. But for me, that's one of the reasons that I got it, was because I just, we work from home, we sit down a lot, and I didn't want to seep into that sedentary lifestyle that would, cause me other issues down the road, such as last year when the doctor said that I was pre-diabetic. So I am working on those things. I am working on my sugar intake. I am working on walking more religiously and even rebounding, because the more you can move your body, the better off you're going to be. It's going to benefit your skin because your skin is the largest organ. Along the same lines of movement, but a little bit different, are things that will increase the blood flow, but will be a little bit more pointed as to the health around your eye area. And a couple of those things are acupressure points and facial massage. These are two things that I incorporate into my facials every single time I do them, because it tremendously helps with the health of your skin. And the best part about it is that you don't need someone else to actually do it to you. You can do it yourself. There are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of videos on YouTube, including some that I've created myself on my channel. If you want to take a look, I've created a 5-minute facial routine that I do almost every morning when I wake up from my own bed. Not only are they stress relieving, they feel wonderful, and they have so many additional benefits. So if you are like me, maybe you feel like you are holding a lot of tension in your skin, maybe you don't want to subscribe to getting injectables and other things that are very common these days, then this can be a great alternative. I have literally been massaging wrinkles like this out of my forehead, where these 11 lines want to keep popping up, for years. And I literally just turned 48 years old. So I have to say, I still see them wanting to come through. Again, I cannot defy aging altogether. We're all going to age. But there are things like what we're talking about today that we can do, such as massaging right there in the middle of your forehead, in between your brows, where you hold a lot of tension. And that, my friend, will change the way the skin lies over the muscle. That is how it helps. So is it Botox? No. Is it injectable? No. It's not going to plump up the skin, okay? But it is going to help relax the muscles in a natural way, which again can be a natural alternative to Botox. If you have issues with sleep wrinkles, and the reason I say issues is because maybe you have noticed that when you sleep a certain way, maybe on one side of your face, you're noticing that the wrinkles are being intensified, because after all, wrinkles are repetitive movements. They're almost like scars. Once they're there, they're not going to disappear. Once they're there, we're going to have to do things to lessen their appearance. You don't want an expensive sleep pillow. These things can be avoided if you lie down with your head slightly elevated. Does it take a little bit of training? Yes, it does. But is it attainable? Is it free? Yes, it is. And is it effective? Absolutely. So this is a free, inexpensive way that you can help yourself out when it comes to the appearance of your eye area, those wrinkles that may become a little deeper when you're sleeping a certain way, or reducing the puffiness if that's an issue for you at night. Now, one thing you don't want to do is rub the eyes, because we always talk about hyperpigmentation and we talk about the 3 forms of hyperpigmentation, such as post-inflammatory marks versus melasma, things like that. But one thing that I rarely hear anyone talk about is the fact that we can actually create hyperpigmentation by rubbing our eyes. So not only is rubbing your eyes not good for your actual eyeballs, but rubbing your eyes can create hyperpigmentation. I actually have a little bit of it right here up next to my eye from all those years of rubbing my eyes and not realizing that that would be a consequence. Of course, since learning that it's not healthy for the eyes and that it does create these issues, I have kept myself from rubbing my eyes, and I have not had any additional issues. I talk a lot about eye hygiene because I feel like eye health is so imperative when it comes to the overall look and health of our eyes. Are you removing your makeup correctly? What does that look like? I've created videos on that before, but making sure that your eyes are super healthy, not only does it improve the appearance of your eye area, but it also creates an environment to where your lashes and your brows can flourish. If you leave things on your lashes and you're not removing them, creates an environment that's more conducive to breakage. Eye drops are another huge thing for me because I have chronic dry eyes. Nothing is more annoying than trying to put on your makeup and wearing contacts like I do and having to keep blinking because your eyes are so dry, or being out and about and feeling like your eyes, just have like sand or something, wind blowing in them at all times. And one of the ways that I counter that is by using really good high quality eye drops. And no, I'm not talking about Visine. You got to stay away from all the stuff that constricts the blood vessels. You really want something that helps restore your tear film. So I will link to a couple of the products that I use below. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Make sure and like and subscribe to my channel and set that notification bell. The more you know, the more you glow. Ciao for now.